My grandmother she would always say she was psychic, but she never guessed anything correctly.
Oh, damn.
But she always but there was a guy that was staying with them for a while after my parents, my mom and my uncles moved out of the house. They took in a boarding, like a guy that my father knew, and he paid them to stay in one of the rooms. And he was up in the attic, and they had the attic set up as an apartment, and he died. And my grandmother used to go up there, and she said sometimes he would talk to her. Like she'd have these experiences where she's like, I know he's still up there. Like he was talking to me. And my grandfather got kind of fucking weirded out by it. But it was like she told us, don't go up in that attic.
No way.
Yeah.
Did she ever tell you what he would talk about? Like full-on conversations or no?
No, it was hard. I was very young at the time, so I don't think she wanted to freak me out.
True.
I was like 5 years old, so I think she wanted to keep it on the DL.
Yeah.
But it was my grandmother was crazy. She had a monkey. She had a monkey named Chi-Chi that would bite people.
What?
Whoa.
What?
Yeah, my grandmother was nuts. Yeah, she was a wild lady. Yeah. She went to jail for bookmaking.
For
Bookmaking?
Yeah, she was running numbers for the mob. And she wouldn't give up the mob, and so they put her in jail for 6 months. So it would always be like, where's Grandma? And they were like, oh, Grandma's staying with Aunt Lulu.
Just not talk about it for a while.
She was in fucking jail. She was in jail for numbers running. Yeah, because they had that was like the neighborhood lottery, was the numbers. And that's how, do you know what the numbers were? See if we can find a definition of the numbers, like how the mob used to run the numbers. But basically they would have a number every day, 34, 29, 16, whatever it was. I don't know how many digits it was. And people would guess whatever the number was, and you'd pay into that, whatever it was. So you'd pay in, I don't know how much money it cost for each individual thing, but it was very similar to the lottery.
Okay.
Like the lottery numbers, they pick the lottery numbers, you guess them, and you could buy as many lottery tickets as you want. It's similar to that, but it was all illegal and it wasn't being taxed, and you could get in real trouble if you were involved in it. And so my grandmother was involved in it, so they arrested her. But what they really wanted is her to rat out the mob. And she's like, I'm not ratting out nobody. And so
That's kind of awesome.
She went to jail for 6 months.
Jeez.
Trustworthy person.
Oh my
But
God.
she also talked to ghosts. So
There we go.
Same category.
No, it's interesting. A lot of people dismiss that idea, but I think it's 50% of the United States or something like that believes in ghosts or believes in the afterlife or something like that.
There's everybody you talk to will have something where maybe it's not paranormal, but they'll have a situation that they can't explain.
yeah,
They don't know how the drape fell off in the beginning,
it's weird enough that we're here. That's weird enough.
Right.
The idea that there's ghosts somehow or another, that's weirder. Just human life is fucking bizarre.
Yeah.
Just
Oh,
the
for
fact
real.
that we can look at each other and communicate, and you use sounds to
Yeah.
express feelings and
Move without
intent.
thinking about
Yeah.
it.
There's a lot of weirdness to life that we just take for granted because it's commonplace.